different storylines coming into the season. Obviously, from teams that have played each other early in the year, you know you can see them in a conference tournament. That can be your revenge game, but it can also be the chance to do something really special for that program, whether if it's the first time ever back-to-back or the first time in years.
I agree, and I think when you look at the conference alignment, if you play somebody early in the season in a conference, it's the weather's probably not going to be great. It's going to be cold. Somebody's going to win. Somebody's going to lose. But the team that loses that game, throughout the season, they get on a roll. They start playing a little bit better, and like you said, that the revenge factor definitely comes into play, and it's a matter of pride in these young women.
And you just see that. I mean, last time these two teams played, it was a split. It wasn't a sweep for Bryan College. It was one team won one, another team won the other.
Yeah, and that's what, if you go back and look, a lot of those regular season series, you see a lot of those splits like that just because the parity among the conference.
And leading off this inning is Charlotte Smith, and she gets that base hit right past short, going 1 for 1 on the day. Bernal continuing that offense, 4th hit for them.
Yeah, 4 hits through 2 innings. And that's just, they can absolutely smash the softball. And that's one of the things that I've commented on them yesterday and will continue today. There are no easy outs through this Bernal lineup, and now it's flipped over back to the top in Dayton Power.
It's now Dayton Power. 0 for 1 on the day. She was put out with a 6-3. There's something that we saw yesterday, we'll see it later on, is the discipline of Bernal's defense. As you remember in that situation when they played against Milligan, there were situations where we saw that Milligan was in scoring positions and they could have brought home some runs, but catching a lot of runners stealing. And with Bryan's base runners and not a speed that they have, that's going to be something that Bryan has either paid attention to, we did see them here yesterday in the facility, but also understanding that.
Hello, and thank you for joining us for today's broadcast. This broadcast is a product of Shry Media, LLC. Unauthorized use, sale, or redistribution of this media in any form is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of Shry Media. Radio and television mediums are encouraged to reach out. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy the game.
The Southeast Sports Network is now on Amazon Fire TV. Now you can download the SESN app and watch on any Amazon-enabled device, such as your Fire Stick. The easiest way to download the app is to go to our website, find the Watch SESN tab, and click Fire TV app. Then just select your device from the list. That's it. Free and easy. Enjoy watching the Southeast Sports Network on your Fire TV, Fire Stick, or Fire tablet with just a few clicks.
Standing by and waiting to get started in Kingsport, Tennessee, it is the 33-14 Johnson Royals and the 20-30 Cavaliers of Montreat out of North Carolina. I'm Gabriel Schrei here with my good friend and analyst Gary Justice. We are standing by waiting for this one to get started. Some award presentations to get through and some other action before we can begin our final game of day one in the 2025 AAC Baseball Tournament. So while we wait and before we get started, we'll send you across town to Brickyard Park to see all of the action in the AAC softball tournament and keep up with what's going on around the league.
Yeah, he's not going to change his mind.
No. So with that does add 2 outs on the board. You have Halsey at second, and now Moon at third.
Allie McGee at the plate, single to left her last time up. You almost have to feel like it's a win for Bryan if you can get out of this thing with just giving up the 1 run.
Absolutely, especially with how Bernal came into this inning to get those runners on. Now Smith will take that pitch. That'll be high in the zone. Call the ball, 1-1 count.
But at the same time, you take a look at Bryan's record, 28-12 on the season. They've been in situations like this before. Pretty pitch.
Beautiful.
From Smith, right on the inside corner, and right at the knees.
1-2 count, 2 outs on the board. Allie McGee looking to try to get her second hit. Kaylee Smith looking to get out of this inning. And she will have her reach out, swing at that. That is strikeout number 1 for Kaylee Smith. One run was added on the board, but now Bryan has a chance to match that intensity on the offensive side. We will see what will happen after this quick break here of AAC Softball in Kingsport, Tennessee. Bottom of the third action. Bernal leads 2-0. Emily Hall returns to the circle. 2 innings pitched, 1 strikeout, 35 total pitches. Savannah Schaefer will be making another appearance at bat. Actually, her first appearance. The way Bernal has been on this defensive end, just to now be getting to the bottom of that lineup, what does that tell you about Bernal?
Well, they've played a pretty clean game. I mean, they've been pitching the ball well, playing solid on defense, and Bryan's not able to deliver on the big hit. The last inning they went down in order, 1, 2, 3, 3 flyouts. And out of their 6 outs in this game, 5 of them have been flyouts. So, Bryan, putting the ball in the air, making it easy for Bernal to catch those pop-ups. You just square some up, get some line drives, hard ground balls if you're the Bryan College Lions.
So Emily Hall takes that first pitch. That is a bit high. That will be called a ball, 1-0 count. As now Hall is ready for this next pitch. Schaefer got some contact on that. That will go into foul territory. 1-1 count.
Yeah, you made a great point, Deshaun. Here we are in the bottom of the third, and it's still the first time through the lineup for Bryan. So the leadoff batter is on the on-deck circle. Will be up next.
Great speed in that zone, but that was a little bit outside. 2-1 count.
And for Bernal, you really want to deal with the number 9 hitter in Savannah Schaefer if you can retire her before you come back to the top of the lineup.
And now the advantage for Bryan. 3-1 count. Savannah Schaefer. Definitely going to see what this next pitch is to figure out what her next move will be. That's just a great eye. She would now make her way to first, being walked.
And we are ready to go in Kingsport, Tennessee, our final game of day one. I'm Gabriel Schrei, here with me, my good friend and analyst Gary Justice, for college baseball action in the Appalachian Athletic Conference. Gary, this one promises to be very exciting between these two sides. Can the Cavaliers pull it off?
Yeah, two quality coaches. You have Jason Beck leading the Montreat Cavaliers, his ninth season leading the Cavs, over 800 career wins as a head coach. And Dave Serrano, who was just honored for this ball game as the Appalachian Athletic Conference Coach of the Year. This is his second season leading the Royals program. He's been a head coach at 5 different NCAA Division I schools, and he was an assistant coach with the UC, Irvine, and Eaters when they won the NCAA championship back in 2007.
About ready to get started. And as we stand by, the top plays of the week from last week. Just a couple of them, then we'll throw it right back down to the field. As you can see, we're still live on the right side of your screen. Jaden Quinn, 89th home run. Program best for Concordia University, Nebraska. Really impressive showing from him. An absolute banger. They were playing Dort. More of those plays later on. You can also see them on the NAI website, nai.org, and on their social media feeds.
Yeah, Dort, a quality program out of the state of Iowa. Quality NAI team.
We're ready to go. It's Game 4 of the 2025 AAC Baseball Tournament. Gabriel Schrei, Gary Justice, and your action starts now between the Royals and the Cavaliers.
Kobe Reynolds will be on the bump for the Royals, 11-2 on the season, 2.94 ERA. See his 14th start, 85 2/3 innings. Opponent's hitting .233 off of him.
Nice delivery, really tight. Ball 2.
Reynolds also ranks 3rd in the conference with 78 punch-outs.
A dinger to the right side. He couldn't control it, and free to the bag at 1. 1 on board. What a start.
Dawson Bryant get things going. He's hitting .314 on the season, a home run, 19 RBIs, .432 on base percentage. I'll go up after that one. Hit down the right field line. Bring up Zeb Marquis, .260 on the season, 2 home runs, 11 RBIs. He's the center fielder.
And the lights are flickering on in Kingsport and Hunter Wright Stadium.
Have to love not baseball.
It'll get a little colder, but that might not be a bad thing after today. The bunt, rolling free. We've got a play out at 1, and he did not make it in time. Back to the dugout he goes. But the lead runner in scoring position out at 2 now.
Javier Morelos, one of the best hitters in the entire conference, .350 on the season. Javier Morelos, 8 home runs, 33 RBIs, a .486 on base percentage. Be Morelos and then Justin Austin. We'll set everything defensively for the Johnson Royals here shortly.
Lights flickering to life for some nighttime baseball action at Hunter Wright Stadium.
Shones in left, Wilson's in center. The freshman of the year of the Appalachian Athletic Conference. Almeida is in right field. Taylor, QC, Frank, Leifer, and Zuniga behind the plate. Kobe Reynolds on the bump.
Big thanks to Jeff Hubbard running the camera today, as well as our entire crew. Hannah Brown, a student from Milligan University, a senior, with 5-minute mile splits in the 5K, which is bananas. And Jeff Campbell, Deshaun Bullock announcing at softball. Great crew this year in Kingsport, Tennessee. Bang! This one goes up and going to stay alive as it'll sail foul. Look out up by the concession stand.
Interesting to see the bunt here in the top half of the first, but now Johnson does such a good job with their pitching staff. A team ERA of 5.51, which is amazing.
2-1. Fouled off right towards us.
I must say, Gabe, after the last game, you're starting to get a little jumpy on the foul ball coming back.
I did jump, didn't I? I did. Our whole crew almost got killed during the last game by a foul ball. We almost lost a camera operator on that one. Count 2-2. That was close. Camera angle doesn't do it justice to how close that was. Chopper through the infield to the right side. One runner in scoring position at 3 for the Montreat Cavaliers. A hot start. Can they capitalize at the top of this first?
We talk about get him on, get him over, get him in. So they got him on, they got him over. Let's see if Justin Austin can get him in, the right fielder.
A heavy lift ahead for Justin Austin, the lefty. Bryant is standing out on third.
Austin hitting .354 on the season, 8 home runs, 32 RBIs. Montreat's hit 46 long balls as a team.
Stood by for that and suffered strike one.
Austin's able to reach and then be Blake Watts in the top half.
Two away, one in scoring position at 3, 0-1. Right side, right down the line. He's in trouble and he's gone. We're headed to the bottom of the first. A nice start as the lights have flickered on in Kingsport, Tennessee, between the Royals and the Cavaliers.
Welcome to SESN, your ticket to the front row of the sports world, covering local, regional, and national events. We bring the game to you. Feel the excitement of every play, every score, every victory. Get your seat, get on air, and immerse yourself in the heart-pounding action. The Southeast Sports Network, where sports come to life.
Back in Kingsport. First pitch of the bottom side of this first inning is a strike. The lights have flickered on in East Tennessee. Hunter Wright Stadium. Gabriel Schrei, Gary Justice. 0-1 evens our count at 1.
Merritt Evans getting the start on the bump for the Cavaliers. 4.48 ERA, 3 wins, 6 losses, 15th appearance. 17 in the third innings pitched, 296 opponent batting average against him.
Banger. Controlled. Cavs over to 1, and it's in time. Goodbye. What a play.
Yeah, Morelos did a nice job. The hot corner. That would make the play on the run, and had a strong enough arm to get across the diamond to retire to the leadoff hitter.
Pearlport had to fully extend his body to grab that. That's really impressive stuff.
That was Luke Wilson, who led off the freshman of the year in the conference. 405 batting average, a home run, 23 RBIs. An impressive 495 on base percentage coming into tonight.
Delivered with some authority. Ball 1.
Nolan Cusey, the shortstop, will be the hitter now. Hit .389 on the season, 2 home runs, 36 RBIs. Big QC, then the DH will hit after him.
Duo. Paints the low outside corner for strike 1.
Yeah, so the top part of this lineup is one of the best in the entire conference when you have Luke Wilson, Nolan QC, Travis Hobanevskin. 1, 2, 3.
Fouled off. Look out.
Team batting average of .315. 46 long balls for the Johnson Royals.
QC fouls off into the dugout.
Johnson's won 6 of their last 10. They lead the conference with 147 stolen bases as a team.
Wow.
It's a lot.
Put them on house arrest. Count even at 2. QC down the line. This one is controlled. Play at 1. In time, he's gone.
Buellport did a nice job at first base. That he was going to the bag, and that baseball to the side. He's going to go back towards right field, and he's able to make the play.
The designated hitter, Travis Hobanevskin.
Hobanevskin next in the lineup, the righty DH.
395 on the season, 6 home runs, 46 RBIs.
Hobanevskin stands by for strike 1.
Yeah, fooled on that one. First pitch change, and the DH was swinging out of his shoes for that one.
With 2 away, the 0-1. Bang! Left field. Look out for the wall. Oh, my goodness. Call North Carolina. Let them know it's okay. They're not under attack. An absolute missile. That thing is out of here, baby. Home run. A solo shot makes it 1-0 in Kingsport, Tennessee. Bang!
His 7th of the season. A no-doubter. Over the Jersey Mike sign and left field wall, and my goodness. Thank you for the warning message to North Carolina, too.
Well, Montreat is from North Carolina, so got to call back home. Guys, oh, it's okay. It's just a home run ball. Don't be afraid. Not falling space debris or a missile launch from a foreign nation.
Braden Franklin with the hitter now, 311 on the season, 5 home runs, 39 RBIs.
0-1. That is, of course, unless you consider Mr. Hobanevskin a foreign nation, then that is indeed a missile launch from a foreign nation.
The Royals average about 9 runs per contest in the 33 wins this year.
Boom! A bloop into center field with 2 down, and they are feeling it. Johnson University says, hello, Rocky Top. We're here to make some noise.
Yeah, nice job of keeping his hands inside the baseball. And when you keep your hands inside the baseball, you're able to get the barrel on the baseball squared up. Nice job. Hear the ping of the bat. 2-out single.
Frank is on board the lefty, followed by Leifer. Can he keep him moving the base path?
276 on the season, 7 home runs, 30 RBIs.
The righty first baseman. Bang! Left side! Johnson, Royals, call the newspaper. Call your mom. Call the local TV station. They are cooking with gasoline.
Third straight hit for the Johnson Royals. Bryson Schoen, 338 on the season, 7 home runs, 40 RBIs. Who doesn't have multiple home runs for this lineup for the Johnson Royals?
My goodness, what a hot start for Johnson University. They came out kind of sluggish and cold, and Wilson and Cusey go back to the dugout. Hobbins even says, hey, watch this. Sends an absolute blast over the wall. We're moving. Down across 3. He wants to come home. He'll stop. So both runners advance and in scoring position at Hunter Wright Stadium.
The baseball got away from Bryant, the catcher.
Frank is at 3. Leifer is over on 2. And this is Evans in the center of your screen and dealing from on top of the mound. So damage control in full swing in the bottom side of this first inning.
We talked about minimizing the inning. They're 1 out away from getting out of this inning with only 1 run. What Mr. Evans came up with.
Danger there as Frank considered bringing it home. This is the left fielder Schoen, the righty who's standing at the plate and trying to make it a difficult time for the Montreat Cavaliers this evening. Got a moment to catch up with Christian Zylstra before the matchup. Love Christian, great guy. Shout out to him. 1-1, this goes low just into the turf. It's ball 2 with 2 away.
Talk about Christian, talk about somebody passionate about his job. He's a servant, that's for sure.
It's as good as it gets. Thank you, Mr. Zylstra, for all of your help over the years, too. You're a great guy. You know, I was complimenting him to the coaching staff, and I didn't realize he was sitting right there, and I'm like, well, it's a good thing I had good things to say. 2-1, big. Cut our count even at 2.
Yeah, Evans has a whop-out slider. He put it on display there. Very sharp and late-breaking slide piece, and he'll need to look for the punch out here with 2 outs, and the bottom of the first, try to minimize the damage to only the solo home run.
2 away, 2 on board, both in scoring position. Count 2-2. The delivery. Low, our count is full as Frank will stay put. He comes way down. I mean, he's 25 foot down the base path, really thinking about it.
Yeah, definitely the Johnson Royals believe in putting pressure on the defense. They're very aggressive on the base paths. Evans on three different pitches in this at-bat to Schoen. He's bounced the baseball. He's still trying to find his release point.
Payoff pitch. Left field line. It's down. Here comes Frank. He's home. A second run. Yes. 3-0. The Cavaliers are cooking it up.
4 consecutive hit for the Johnson Royals. A solo shot, single, double. And it's quickly 3-0. We've talked about capitalizing and minimizing all day long. Right now the Johnson Royals is capitalizing on their opportunity to score here in the bottom of the first inning.
3-0, Johnson Royals with 2 away. It looked like we were about to retire the side not long ago, and now the righty catcher, the big guy, will try to make some noise. He's got a runner in scoring position at 2. He just knocked home a pair of runs, and it was a great hit down the line by Schoen. Just rattled his way right down the chalk.
Zuniga, the catcher, 337 on the season, 2 home runs, 15 RBIs for the backstop. Oh,
1 ball. Here we go. Schoen is on his way to 3. He's in time. What a play.
That's something to be on watch out for. Is what Evans has bounced in the last two hitters. He's just bounced 4 pitches. Again, still trying to find that release point.
Right field. This could retire the side. Down goes foul, so he'll stay alive, and Schoen heads back to 3. A violent bottom side of the first inning. Johnson came out and has opened up a can of runs. It's 3-0.
They definitely come in with a game plan here early. Attack early, attack often, run the bases hard. Started led to 3 runs here in the bottom first and still threatening.
Got a hold of it. Will it be down? My goodness, that thing is deep center field and controlled to retire the side, so the Cavaliers prevent any further damage after 3 runs are scored by the Johnson Royals in the bottom side of the first from Kingsport, Tennessee. Well, a moment ago, an absolute rocket launch over the left field wall got us started. It's 3-0. As we enter the top of the second, the Johnson Royals are looking good. On the other side of town, the Tigers lead the Lions 7-2 in the top of the fourth in the 2025 AC Softball Tournament. Gabriel Schreier here with Gary Justice. Glad you're with us for the Royals and Cavaliers. What a start in the first inning.
Hell, started in the top half of the first. Kobe Reynolds, 1 inning pitched. Faced 4 batters through 11 pitches, 7 strikes. Retired the Cavs, and then, my goodness, there's an onslaught with 2 outs. In the bottom of the first, it was a home run, a single, double. Leads to 3 runs for the Johnson Royals.
Can't thank Visit Kingsport for all their support and help this week enough. And, you want to talk about going above and beyond. They are housing us. They are feeding us. They ran power for us. They ran power cables for us at the softball stadium. And they're nice. They're nice to us.
Also, been taping down some.
They taped down cables. Sarah came out and taped down cables. Dr. Christensen. Brad Hoover's always the best to work with. We appreciate you guys so much. And we can't go without thanking Franklette as well. Mr. Franklette.
He's awesome.
He's a great dude. Thank you guys for all your support and having us and hosting us, and we can't tell you how much we appreciate it.
Well, Kingsport is lucky to have those folks. Definitely servant hearts. I want to make the community better, and this is definitely an attraction to their city. Having these conference tournaments with the Appalachian Athletic Conference has many things. They ran it first class every single time we've been here. Very, very appreciative for this opportunity.
No kidding. And think just throughout the course of today, the hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of people that have been in both venues and come out to see this series of games. 8 games just today. They're staying in hotels here. They're eating at restaurants here. They're visiting local businesses. And it's because of Visit Kingsport. Oh, my goodness. He goes down. Back to the dugout. Punched him out.
That's Blake Watts. He just retired with that punch out. Nice little mix. Got him on the 2-strike sweeper on the outside corner, unable to hold his swing. That's going to bring up Manny Moore, 276 on the season, 2 home runs, 23 RBIs. Manny is the second baseman.
Moore caught that.
Now this Montreat offense is lethal as well. I had the opportunity to watch them play University of Pikeville this year. I saw them put up 8 runs in an inning. They come back 3 innings later, put up 6 more runs. So they can swing the sticks as well.
0-1. Paints the corner. Strike 2. Moore behind in the count quickly. And I don't think this is what you or I expected at the top of the first. Montreat looked so good. And Johnson comes out and just comes uncorked in the bottom side of the first. Wow. What a start. 2 strikeouts back to back.
Yeah, this Montreat team in the month of April, the team batting average was .384. So they come in swinging the sticks rather impressively. But now Kobe Reynolds on the bump. He's been a little bit better than the hitters through the first 1 2/3 inning.
Gary, here comes Ramos. Big guy, big swing. With 2 down, he'll foul off on his first pitch seen.
And the 2024 Appalachian Athletic Baseball Tournament, had an opportunity to see him go deep a couple of different times last year.
Top of the second inning, 2 down, 0-1. Oof. Real tight on the body. Held up, count even at 1.
Ramos 259 on the season, 8 home runs and 30 RBIs. He's the DH for the Cavs.
Bang! Down the left field line, controlled from third to 1 in time. The 5-3 will turn the side to the bottom of the second in Kingsport, Tennessee.
Stay connected with the Appalachian Athletic Conference and the Southeast Sports Network all season long. Follow along on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and X for the latest scores, highlights, and exclusive content. Don't miss a moment. Visit their websites and get connected today.
So in Kingsport, it's 3-0. The Cavaliers have only had 1 half inning at bat. They crushed a home run, knocked on 2 more runs. Can they keep it rolling, Gary?
It was 4 consecutive hits. Man, they got the sticks going. Braden Taylor lead things off, 241 on the season. 14 RBIs for the third baseman. He made a heck of a play to close out the top half of the second.
Nice delivery. It'll go for a ball in the top side, the bottom side of the second inning.
Really talking about the Johnson Athletic Department, how they've really upped their game.
Yeah, they have. Chopper to the pitcher. Say goodbye. Over at 1, he's got him.
You can talk about the women's basketball team, the volleyball team, the baseball team, softball team's competitive. They've definitely invested in their student athletes, and it's paying off.
Right fielder next to bat.
Edwin Almeida, 273 on the season, 2 home runs, 19 RBIs.
Showed bunt, suffer strike 1.
Almeida, the right fielder, got some wheels out there. Leads the team with, is actually second on the team with 23 swipes.
Big cut, and that's going to go for a strike.
Here's a hitter down no balls and 2 strikes. You have to spread the stance and shorten the bat. Still put the ball in play. Make the defense get you out.
1 away, 0-2. Wow, stands by for the ball. That's nerves of steel.
Evans really been working the breaking ball a lot against this the first time through the lineup for the Royals.
Delivery from the mound evens our count at 2.
If you'll notice, Evans, when he delivers the baseball right now, he's just opening his chest too quickly. He's coming open with his glove. All his momentum is going to the first base dugout, which means he's going to start leaving that baseball open. That's the reason he's bouncing the baseball. You got to keep your nose over your toes, go directly to the plate.
Fouled off. Look out in the press box. That would have ended one of us if it came in the window.
I don't know. Your cat like
right.
with your cat like quickness. I have no.
I'd be relying
no
on
worry.
you.
You'd be fine.
No, I wouldn't be okay. That would be the end of me. This would be a very sad broadcast. Ropes it, a little bloop into left field, and he's free down the line to 1. On board for the Johnson Royals with 1 away in the bottom side of the second.
It's already 5 hits for the Royals. That's going to bring up the freshman of the year in the conference. That's going to be Luke Wilson. He bounced out 5-3 his first time. Almeida's a threat to run 23 stolen bases and only 25 attempts. As a reminder, the Royals lead the conference with 147 swipes on the season.
Luke Wilson is going to take his place down the base path on the bag at 1.
So Evans retired Taylor on the 1-3. Almeida singled and he hit Wilson. Nolan Kusi, the shortstop, will be the hitter now.
He's 0 for 1, the lefty shortstop. Only 1 away, 2 on board, 1 in scoring position for the Royals. Check in out at 2. That was very close. He gets back in time.
That's called daylight there. What happens as a pitcher, you'll see that shortstop as soon as he flashes that glove beyond the base runner's body, that's when you got to turn and throw it. Good timing between the pitcher and the shortstop.
One away, 2 on board, fouled off. That fan is killing me. That's funny.
He's having a good time.
You got to have a good time.
Ethier, the shortstop for the Cavs, doing a good job of keeping the runners close to second base as much as possible. With QC being a left-handed hitter.
0-1 goes low, evens our count at 1 as Nolan stands by.
How you determine who's going to keep the runner close to second base is like whoever is the opposite of the hitters. If it's a left-handed hitter, it's going to play him to pull. So the shortstop will cover the bag. If it's right-handed hitter, the second baseman would hold the runner on in second.
Chopper down the line, controlled there and sent out to 2. It's loose. We've got a runner coming home. He's going to make his way across the plate. It's too easy for Almeida Jr., who extends the lead of the Royals to 4-0 in Kingsport, Tennessee, and runners on the corners for Johnson University.
Yeah, Buellport did a nice job of fielding the baseball. Had the force out of second base. Probably been easier to step on the bag, make sure you get a 1. It'd been the second out of the inning. However, the throw goes in the left field, leads to a run for the Johnson Royals, and they are starting to capitalize here in the second inning. Already winning this one 4-0. And early action in the bullpen for the Cavs. Don't meet on the mound. Coach Jason Beck going out and again, in his coaching career spans over several seasons. He was coaching Southeastern University in Florida, 9th season with the Montreat Cavaliers, over 800 career wins. They made a run last year in the 2024 AAC baseball tournament as well.
Looked really good. 800 career wins is insane. That's got to be the winningest coach in Johnson University history as well. Maybe not in his time at Johnson.
Well, no, this is Coach Beck for Montreat. Yes, Serrano. Coach Serrano. This will be his second season leading the Johnson program, but they did set the school record this year, 33 wins.
I'd like to know his total career wins and percentage as well. That's just 800 for Montreat also? These guys are nuts. What a couple of baseball programs.
So in 2007, Dave Serrano was the NCAA National Coach of the Year.
Wow. Out to 2 in time, but the run comes home and scores for the Royals.
Yeah, they're creating runs. Or the base running is one of their offensive staples. In a situation like a pickoff play, we have a runner on third base. You got to catch the baseball, throw the baseball, catch, and tag. While the runner on third, all he has to do is run home. So nice job by the Royals to continue to add pressure.
Great delivery on the 0-1. Count evened at 1. Got a hold of it. This is a bloop and it's down.
Didn't go
Just
quite.
incredible.
I won't say it didn't go quite as far as the home run to left field, but it's pretty effective to get on with 2 outs.
And so another run scores, making it 6-0.
I'll bring up Braden Frank. He's singled to center field his first time.
Count even at 1 with 2 away. Sliding, ball's loose.
Get even with 2 outs in the inning, already up 5-0. They continue to put pressure. They make you make plays to get them out. Every coach has a different philosophy. Sometimes I'm really going to date myself here, going back to Earl Weaver, who coached the Baltimore Orioles back in the 60s and the 70s. His philosophy is he did not want to run. He didn't want to try to steal. He wanted to play for the 3-run home run. Well, Coach Dave Serrano and the Johnson Royals, forget that. Let's run as much as possible. Let's make you make a play to get us out.
So far, that philosophy seems to be working for them. Ahead 5 runs to nothing. And they'll walk him, so 2 on board again.
Bring up Kay Leifer, the first baseman. He singled left field his first time. You'll see Frank there at first base. Off-speed pitch misses off the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. If Leifer's able to reach, then Bryson Schoen will hit here in the 2nd inning.
Feels like we've had 2 away for about 100 years.
Johnson continues to attack with 2 away. They did it in the bottom of the 1st and doing the same thing here. I love the plate approaches 1 through 9 in their lineup. They take their duty in the on-deck circle very seriously. They get in the box. They're very intentional with what they're doing.
Way out ahead on the count.
Yes,
3 balls.
You got to wonder, early in the ballgame may give him the green light, but I would say he's going to be 1 pitch, 1 spot, and it has to be something that you can drive to the wall And if you swing, you better hit it hard.
3-0. Leifer watches that paint the corner. Strike one. 2 away, 2 on board.
But this as a pitcher, Evans, with 2 outs, you got to work down in the zone, try to get a ground ball. 1 out away. Get your team back and swinging the sticks.
Bang! This one is going to be short. And if he controls it, it'll retire the side and prevent any further damage. The Cavaliers will send us to the top side of our 3rd inning in Kingsport, Tennessee.
Want to watch your favorite Southeast teams in action? We've got you covered. Stream live games and highlights on YouTube, Twitch, Amazon Fire TV, Stream TV, and more. For all the details, visit our How to Watch page at sesnsports.com. It's your one-stop guide to catching every play, every time, wherever you are. The Southeast Sports Network, bringing the game to you anytime, anywhere. Catch the most thrilling moments from your favorite local teams, only on the Southeast Sports Network. From jaw-dropping touchdowns to game-winning goals, we bring you all the highlights that make the Southeast the heart of sports. Don't miss out. Tune in anytime, anywhere, and relive the action like never before. The action lives on our YouTube channel, but you can watch highlights many different ways by visiting our website. The Southeast Sports Network, where every play matters.
In Kingsport, 5-0 as we enter the top of the 3rd. Fouled off left.
Kobe Reynolds will toe the rubber for the 3rd time today in 2 innings so far. 4 ground outs, couple of punch outs, 20 pitches, 15 strikes. Pitch efficiency for the right-hander.
This time to the right side, back near the wall, and he's headed back to the dugout. 1 away.
Yeah, Ometa Jr. had to go back a couple of steps, and he was able to set his feet, just a old can of corn.
Purnell Golden Tigers leading by 5 runs, 8-3 in the top of the 6th in the 2025 AAC softball tournament.
Caden Ethier, the shortstop, 330 on the season, 14 RBIs.
Strike.
Continues to pound the zone. 3-pitch pitcher, plus fastball, plus curveball, outstanding changeup, and can throw all 3 pitches at any time in the count.
Watches that one roll through the turf, evens the count at 1.
Johnson, in their 33 wins this year, their team whip, which is walks, hits, divided by your innings pitched, is 1.28.
Got a hold of that, driven into the short field left side. He's gone. 2 away.
Excellent job by Taylor at third base. Fielded the baseball to the side. Set his feet nice strong. Throw across the diamond. 2 up, 2 down quickly. He's retired 7 straight. The lineup will flip back over. Dawson Bryant will now step in. 314 on the season, a home run, 19 RBIs for the catcher.
Strike 1.
Typically, you don't see a lot of catchers lead off for a ball club. This makes the second team we've seen have their catcher lead off. University of Pikeville, Tanner Garosa, he led off. This is outside. ball and a strike. Pitch misses inside, 2 balls and a strike.
Bang! This one lifted deep center and floats into the glove of our center fielder as the Royals quickly turn the side in Kingsport, Tennessee. They're leading 5-0 on the Southeast Sports Network. Back in Kingsport, Tennessee, Gabriel Schrei, Gary Justice. On the left side of your screen, highlights from the 2025 Appalachian Athletic Conference Basketball Championship. That is the moment of victory as the hometown Buffaloes, they're here in Kingsport. Milligan University stormed the floor in celebration. You can see that moment, the full game, highlights, and so much more. SESNsports.com. You can also find us on social media, the full game archived on Twitch. Highlights on YouTube, Twitter, and more. Check it out. That is the 2025 AAC basketball tournament. Gary, what a great tournament that was.
It was great. Very well attended, well officiated, well played. Man, there's some quality basketball players on the men's and the women's programs in the Appalachian Athletic Conference.
Doesn't get better than that. And this is a good one here for us. NAI's Right Way to Play campaign. Learn more, NAI.org. And just a few moments ago when we threw out our first pitch 2 innings ago, it was 81 degrees. The temperature has fallen 6 degrees since we got started with our final game of the day to 74 in Kingsport.
Bryson Schoen leading things off. He doubled down the left field line his first time.
Uh-oh, he could be in trouble. It's foul. It's controlled. Rough start for the Royal.
Nice job of Buellport at first base and chopping his feet, keeping that baseball from jumping around. He's able to field the baseball, get the first out, helping his pitcher out.
Big man is back at the plate. The catcher's 0 for 1 today. He has a powerful, powerful swing. We'll just watch that float by harmlessly.
Yeah, he flew out deep to center field his first time. Zuniga put a charge in it.
This one clatters to the left, controlled, 5-3. Goodbye, 2 away.
If you're watching at home and you're a young third baseman, look at what Mr. Morelos did at third base, or attack the baseball, field it on the short hop, and throw it across the diamond.
Gary, I'm telling you, that guy is going to catch a ball today or during this tournament, and it is going to leave the zip code. It is going to cash out, check out of its hotel, and head on down the road to South Carolina.
There's Braden Taylor. He lined out to the first baseman his first time.
We thank the entire crew of Visit Kingsport, and we'd be remiss if we didn't thank the conference, the leadership in the front office, all the great staff helping out to run things this week. We've got a change already on top of the mound, Gary.
Yeah, this is a new hurler. Evans Day's done after 2 innings. The right-hander, a 7.42 ERA, 2 wins, 2 losses, 15th appearance, 30 in the third innings, 16 punch-outs, opponent seeing 297 off of Mr. Nick.
Strike one, count 3-1. 2 away. Cavs are looking to retire the side. Bill Popp, the commissioner of the Appalachian Athletic Conference, Jay Stansel, the assistant commissioner of the AAC. They are not only so dedicated to their mission of growing the league and such big believers in the NAI's mission and the league's mission. All these schools and institutions receive wonderful support from them, but they're big believers in us as well. And I just can't tell you how much that means to me. They are great guys. As this one is a walk down to the bag at 1. Free trip down the base path.
You talked about Bill Popp and Jay Stansel. They're two of the best in the business, truly, with a servant's heart, and all these student athletes, will be on the men's side, the women's side, regardless of the sport, baseball, basketball, swimming, track, golf, whatever it may be. They're in it for the students, and they're there to give them the equal amount of exposure.
They do a great job of it. It's always so impressive. Foul, but he could be in trouble as this is sailing towards the right wall and comes down harmlessly in the warning track.
Almeida Jr., the right fielder, he doubled down the left field line his first time, and he puts a lot of pressure on you defensively on that 9 spot. The thing is, in this 9 spot happens with Johnson with Almeida's speed here in the 9 spot, and then the line turns over to Luke Wilson and Nolan Cusey. That is, they're going to be tough to handle now.
0-1 with 2 away and 1 on board. Hello.
So the 1 out from keeping the Royals off the scoreboard here in the third, already trailing this one 5-0. It's going to be key for the Cavaliers to find a way to put more zeros up so they get their opportunities to swing the bat.
Strike 2. That one paints the corner.
Yeah, you definitely got to be able to avoid barrels with a team from Johnson. Get on their hands or get on the edge of the bat on the end.
Cavaliers man on the mound. A little check-in over at 1, making sure he's comfortable.
Yeah, we talked about how aggressive they are on the base pass game. They lead the conference in stolen bases. They'll run at any time, regardless of the situation.
The 1-2. Big cut, and this one loose in the turf to retire the side as the lead firmly in the hands of the Johnson Royals, 5-0.
The Southeast Sports Network is now on Amazon Fire TV. Now you can download the SESN app and watch on any Amazon-enabled device, such as your Fire Stick. The easiest way to download the app is to go to our website, find the Watch SESN tab, and click Fire TV app. Then just select your device from the list. That's it. Free and easy. Enjoy watching the Southeast Sports Network on your Fire TV, Fire Stick, or Fire Tablet with just a few clicks.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those barbecues you plan in detail for your family? Or your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
A truck is a tool, but a ram is life. Yeah, it's the wipe the sweat off your brow sort of life. But it's also the let's load up the ATV's life. The my kids play way too many sports life. The let's find a secret spot to fish life. That looks nice.
Welcome back to Kingsport as we go to the top half of the fourth as Kobe Reynolds will toe the rubber for the fourth time today. Zeb Marquis will lead things off for the Cavs. Swung on, fouled off. Reynolds 2-3. 2 strikeouts, both looking. 2 flyouts, 5 groundouts, 29 total pitches, 21 strikes. Marquis had a sack bunt his first time. Off-speed pitch, low and in. Leaving the count 1 ball and 1 strike. Be Marquis, Morelos, and Austin face the right-hander in the 4th inning. Swung on, hit to the third baseman. Nice job by Taylor. He'll set his feet, go across the diamond to retire Marquis 5-3. Braden Taylor's played the hot corner about as well as you can here against the Cavs. Morelos will step into the box. Oh dear, Morelos, he bounced out 4-3 his first time.
Third baseman, Hyder Morelos.
Fastball inside corner, quickly on top. Reynolds continues to pound the zone. 0-1. Breaking ball. He was at 1 ball, 1 strike. Appreciate you guys spending your Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening. The Southeast Sports Network for Appalachian Athletic Conference baseball action. Pitch missed outside.
I like how it's such a long day. We just haven't ever known. This morning we were like, good afternoon. It's like 10 a.m. Now it's nighttime. We're like, good afternoon. We don't know what time it is. We've never known. It's like being in the twilight zone of baseball as this one is a bloop to left field. He's got a lot of time. He's going out into scoring position at 2 and safely onto the bag there. Too easy for the Montreat Cavs, who are now in scoring position with 1 away on this side of our 4th.
Morelos makes that look extremely easy. That fastball got in on his hands. He was able to have quick hands, barrel the bat, and was able to hit that thing to left field. When you hit the baseball to left field, that means the opposite field. You're letting that baseball travel a long way to you. You have to have extremely quick hands. The right fielder Justin Austin will hit now. He bounced out to the first baseman first time.
5-run game in the top of the 7th. The Tigers lead the Lions on the other side of town in the AAC softball tournament.
Okay, that was the first. The scoreboard says their first base hit, but I have it as their second.
Austin suffers the strike, and it evens our count at 1 with 1 away and 1 on board. I don't trust the scoreboard. The scoreboard is so wrong. Sometimes I think there's another run than there actually is. I don't just trust the live stats. I don't trust the scoreboard. Fouled off into the backstop. Gary, I don't trust that scoreboard. I don't really trust anything other than my brain, and I've been up since 6 and went to bed at 2. So
going back to my scorebook. It was on Dawson Bryant. He led off the game. It was a shot hit towards the first baseman. It was scored as an error. I would trust your brain anytime, Gabe.
Shout out to our camera operator for getting the not so trustworthy scoreboard. This one to the right side. If it comes down, he's going to be on board, but it's controlled. A second out.
Nice job of Frank to not drift with the baseball. He got back to his spot and then fielded the baseball. A lot of times you see the middle infielders want to drift with the baseball. And the next thing you know, it gets away from him because the wind pushes it. Nice job defensively by Frank, the second baseman, brings up Blake Watts.
Scoreboard joke is killing me.
There's
a look at the menace of a score. It's never right.
I tell you what, Jeff Hubbard, you don't get too many things by Jeff Hubbard now. He's always on point. Hey, he's always on point now.
2 away. This one sails by. We've got a runner in scoring position. You can see him kind of on the center right of your screen there.
Yeah, Watt struck out swinging his first time. If he's able to reach Manny Moore, will hit here in the top half of the fourth.
Two away, 1-0. Ooh, he pulls up at the last moment, suffers strike one. This is Watts, who's 0 for 1, the righty.
Yeah, Reynolds does such a good job on the bump. He has a couple different breaking balls. One has a little different velocity than the other. He's able to get in, get out, up and down the zone.
Count even at 1. Big cut for strike 2.
Also notice Kobe's size, a very tall individual on the mound. You can see on the screen here how tall he is, but he gets on top of the baseball and throws it downhill, creates even more velocity. Great mechanics. Uses his lower body, has nice thick legs, and he uses that rear end to push the baseball.
1-2. This one is going to paint the corner, and they're going to send him to the dugout, retire the side. We're headed to the bottom of the 4th inning in Kingsport, Tennessee from Hunter Wright Stadium. Probably the most free advertising a corporate giant has ever received is from the Southeast Sports Network. Myself, Gabriel Schrei, my partner, good friend Gary Justice. Waffle House is in our crosshairs. It awaits. It is our destiny and our fate to be in Waffle House tonight around 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We hope you'll join us there in person. Of course, we'll be live tweeting our experience as we always do. I'll be tweeting soon about how excited I am to visit Waffle House. Probably pair it with some, like, America the Beautiful or something. I did that last time. Some wonderful music on the other side of town. It's a close one in the bottom of the 7th. 8-3, I guess it's not a close one, but that one's come down to the wire. A 5-run game in the 2025 AAC softball tournament. Welcome back inside of Hunter Wright Stadium. Bottom of the 4th, 5-0. All Johnson Royals so far, Gary.
Yeah, Nick Concevelos will toe the rubber for the second time today in relief of Merritt Evans.
Concevelos, an absolute howitzer from the top of the mound. That's ball 1.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with these guys, the pitching mechanics I've seen today. Get on top and go downhill.
Freshman of the year.
And Luke Wilson, he bounced out 5-3, been hit by a pitch, and he plays a really solid center field too. Young man knows how to go get the baseball. 2-0. Pitch misses inside. It'll be Wilson and Kusi. And Hoppin Efskin. Fastball outside corner, 3 balls and a strike. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error for the Cavs. 5 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for the Johnson Royals. Ball 4 for the second time today. Luke Wilson reached the bag. Nolan Kusi, he's bounced out to the first baseman. He also reached on an error by the first baseman. Back in the second. Contavelos will see what he has in his bags of tricks of trying to get a double play ball. Wilson stole 34 bases. First pitch is fouled off. He's 34 of 40. Dave Serrano believes in running the backs. No balls and a strike on Kusi. A couple awards given out to the Johnson Royals before the ball game. The Coach of the Year to Dave Serrano. Freshman of the Year to Luke Wilson. Contavelos and Buellport are playing a little game of catch right now, trying to keep Wilson a step closer to the bag if they can to give Brian an opportunity to throw him out. He swung on and hit to the left center field gap. That ball fall. Wilson, a big turnaround second base. Bit aggressive base running. Nice job by Kusi to follow him in the second. So that'll be a single to left field on the throw. He'll advance to second base, and Wilson running hard. Typically, you'll see guys stop at second base there, not Luke Wilson, putting the pressure on the defense. Hovaskifkin now hit. He homered to left his first time up and then singled to center. So runner with nobody out. Runners at second and third. And the Royals are in business once again. Pitch to get away from Bryant. Wilson will go back. He a little disappointed at himself. He wanted to advance on that one. But with the 3, 4, 5 hitters coming up, it's a wise move if you're not sure to stay put. Hoping Siefkin been hitting the baseball extremely well. He hit that one to North Carolina back in the bottom of the first. 1-0. Swung on. Foul down the right field line. Hoping Siefkin, then Braden Frank, and Cade Loffer. One. Breaking ball inside. Hoping Siefkin was able to hold up on the swing. 2 balls and a strike. This Johnson Royal team. The way Reynolds throwing the baseball. That's key for the Cavs to keep the Royals at a 5-run advantage if they can. Pitch to get away from Bryant. Wilson's going to score. Kusi's a big turnaround third base. He'll stay there. Makes it a 6-0 lead.
Love Coach's hat.
Coach Beck watching intently.
He's got a little too fond of the camera time. He's really hogging it on our dugout camera.
3-1. Ball 4, so that's the second walk of the inning.
He'll take his place on the bag at 1. Lots of great viewership from around the country today. We've been plugging people all day. You can tag Gary Justice and I on X, or if you still call it Twitter, that's fine. I'm at Schry Guy, SCHRAY GUY. Gary is GJustice21. If you tag us and let us know where you're watching from, definitely we'll plug you if it's somewhere interesting. What have we got today? We've got Anaheim, California. We've got Western Canada. We've got Washington. We've got Michigan. We've got Florida. Just got another Florida, and an interesting one at that. Jessica Charman is tuned in. She's down covering NWSL soccer at NEP Group's Vista World Link this weekend. So thanks for tuning in, Jessica.
Always good to hear people tuning in, watching the ball games.
Banger right through center field. Ropes out, and that's going to bring home the Royals.
And that'll be a 4-6-3 double play. And he thought that was the third out of the inning. It's only the second one. Another run will score. Makes it a 7-0 ball game. As Kusi will score.
Royals can do no wrong, Gary.
Laffer will be the hitter. He's the first baseman. He's singled, and he's also flew out to center field. They just put so much pressure on you. They continually attack. Then also defensively, Kobe Reynolds on the mound. He retires the Cavaliers so quickly, gets the Royals back in the dugout, allows them to hit even more. They're a good ball club now. They're very solid.
1-0. With 2 away, he'll stand by for strike 1.
He's able to reach, and then Bryson Schoen will hit here in the bottom half of the 4th inning.
Waffle House, please send me a hoodie and hat. We plug you all the time. I would wear it to my day job. I would wear it while I was broadcasting. I would wear it to the grocery store and on long walks.
As long as it says covered and smothered on them.
Please, Waffle House. Please send me a hat. Please. How do you even get a lot? Do they sell them?
Yeah. I always enjoy going to Waffle House with you, Gabe, because you let the waiter choose what you have for dinner.
I do. I'm like, hey, you tell me what I'm having. I love it when you order for me. Big strike of the ball, and he could have been in danger, but it'll trend foul, and a sigh of relief.
Our last trip, and the waiter said, how will you know what I like? He said, if you tell me I'm going to like it, I'm going to like it. And
that's pretty much how it went.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, whatever you say, I'll just have.
It's hard to go wrong with Waffle House.
It's one of the great American businesses.
Consuelos struggling here in the 4th.
Got a hold of it. He's in danger, and the side will be retired if this doesn't get caught. It's loose. He's free down to the bag at 2 and slides in safe. Scoring position.
A long run for Justin Austin. That baseball kept on slicing away from him. I think he pulled up a little bit instead of running through the baseball. Hits on the palm of his glove, bounces out, keeps the inning alive for the Johnson Royals. I'm telling you that they're a good enough ball club. You don't need to give them extra outs, and now they have an opportunity with runner in scoring position to increase their lead. Schoen has doubled, and he's also bounced out to the first baseman.
What can Schoen do with a runner in scoring position and 2 away? Oh, baby. Hopefully he's all right.
Yeah, Consuelos is struggling a little bit here in his 4th inning to find his spot. Well, I've been impressed with Johnson so far today. They've had 8 at-bats with 2 outs, and they're 5 of 8 with 2 outs. You're talking about extending innings. It's a great way to do that.
So we have a meeting of the minds on top of the mound. Just a quick conversation.
Nice recognition by the pitching coach. Go ahead and talk to his hurler. So, Gabe, while we got to talk here, the difference between a fastball and a changeup. I want to show you grip here. So
okay, all right, let's see it.
So where we have? So what happens? A lot of people on what's the difference between a fastball and a changeup is basically how much space you have. You can see here. This is what you do a fastball. The baseball gets out of your hand much quicker. So you'll have as much space as possible. If you want to throw it slower, you just choke it. You eliminate space. Fastball, changeup. So the baseball gets out of your hand much quicker. So that's free, folks. That's free.
That's free. It's not as good as Waffle House, but that's good. Thank you, Gary.
It's not covered and smothered, but hey.
Fouls off. Look out of the parking lot. Strike 1.
Zuniga will step in. He's played the center. He's bounced out 5'3". You've talked about it. He has an explosive bat. He gets the bat through the zone extremely quick. I agree with you. Before this week's over, he has the ability to launch one or two.
Goes by. Count even at 1 with 2 away and 1 on board. Scratch that. 2 on board for the Royals. Excuse me. We've got a runner in scoring position is what I meant. He's out at 2, as you can see on screen. We've also got a runner on the bag at 1. Schoen was hit with a pitch.
This is with 2 outs.
Big dinger. Center field. If he controls it, the side is over, and it is. 7-0 Johnson University Royals in Kingsport, Tennessee.
Welcome to SESN, your ticket to the front row of the sports world, covering local, regional, and national events. We bring the game to you. Feel the excitement of every play, every score, every victory. Get your seat, get on air, and immerse yourself in the heart-pounding action. The Southeast Sports Network, where sports come to life.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I'm an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again.
We're back in Kingsport. Zipped through the infield, controlled by the 6, and sent across to 3, 1 away.
Yeah, Kusi does a good job of going to his left and fielding the baseball and immediately getting out of his glove. The retired leadoff hitter bring up Tommy Ramos. He bounced out 5-3 his first time. I'm going to go back into the top half of the fourth. The air I said I was on live for, that was scored a double down the right field line. And Rick Bentley informed me the ruling was caused the length he had to run for the baseball, which makes sense because he had to come a long way to field that one. So that will be a double awarded to the Royals. Cade Loeffler.
A banger through the infield, controlled and sent across to 1. Goodbye. 2 down. Johnson Royals lead 7 runs to nothing, and they're turning this side quick, too.
You talk about play through the infield. Look where Frank's playing out at second base right now. You can see it on the screen. He is 3 steps in right field and fielded that baseball, got him out at first base.
Man, are they playing well.
Jason Buellport, the first baseman, will hit. He flew out to right field his first time. Reynolds continues to pound the zone. 4 2/3 so far. He's allowed 1 hit, Struck out 3 flyouts, 8 ground outs, 46 pitches, 34 strikes, pounding the zone. In the world of college baseball, they're saying that Kobe Reynolds is shoving right now.
Waffles and eggs, that goes for strike one. Two away. Reynolds. 1-1. Right down the counter for ball two.
Here, the top half of the fifth inning, you're trailing by 7. You're starting to run out of opportunities to swing the stick. You got to get something going. Easier said than done against the tall right-hander.
2-1. Chopper through. No cream. No sugar. The play at 1. He's gone. Retire the side. We're headed to Waffle House. Just kidding. We'll be back with the other side of the inning in just a moment from Hunter Wright Stadium.
Want to watch your favorite Southeast teams in action? We've got you covered. Stream live games and highlights on YouTube, Twitch, Amazon Fire TV, Stream TV, and more. For all the details, visit our How to Watch page at sesnsports.com. It's your one-stop guide to catching every play, every time, wherever you are. The Southeast Sports Network, bringing the game to you anytime, anywhere. Catch the most thrilling moments from your favorite local teams, only on the Southeast Sports Network. From jaw-dropping touchdowns to game-winning goals, we bring you all the highlights that make the Southeast the heart of sports. Don't miss out. Tune in anytime, anywhere, and relive the action like never before. The action lives on our YouTube channel, but you can watch highlights many different ways by visiting our website. The Southeast Sports Network, where every play matters.
Seven 0 in Kingsport.
Logan Strickland will be the third hurler of the day. 10.41 ERA, 1 win, 3 losses, 12 appearances, 6 starts, 27 2/3 innings. Opponent hitting 374 off the right-hander. 20 punch-outs. 8-9-1 due up for the Royals will be Taylor, Omeda Jr., and Wilson. One swung on, fouled off.
Harmlessly for strike two. That's Sales.
Yeah, I love baseball under the lights. You can see on the screen everything's starting to be really lit up here at Hunter Wright Stadium. Just a phenomenal facility to broadcast a baseball game, watch a baseball game from.
1-1 should be whatever. 2-1. I don't trust the scoreboard, Gary. Okay, it is 2-2. That's delivered with some authority. That'll punch him out, send him back to the dugout. An important punch out for the Cavaliers, who are looking to stage a massive comeback as we're already into the bottom of the fifth.
The right fielder, Eddie Almeida.
Eddie Almeida, he singled to left and he struck out.
Real tight on the body. It's ball strike one, rather.
Strickland had a nice week last year during this tournament. Appeared in multiple games for the Cavaliers during their run.
0-1. Showed bunt, pulled up, count even at 1.
The Cavs had a walk-off win in 2024. Tommy Ramos hit that baseball to the right center field gap and scored Javier Morelos all the way from first base.
Look out. That's where the commissioner of the AAC, Bill Pop, is sitting. Hopefully he's all right.
You know, he's been in attendance. The first pitch was scheduled, or it was delivered at 9 a.m., and he's enjoyed baseball all day long. He's loving every minute of it.
He and Jay Stansel. I bet Jay Stansel will show up over here and do his work. Big cut. That rolls to the turf. He's free down the line, but cut down with a play at 1. The catcher delivers that easily. It's a 2-3.
Yeah, back-to-back punch out for Strickland. I bring up Luke Wilson. He's bounced out 5-3, been hit by a pitch, and he's walked. And Mr. Wilson, once he gets on the bag, he knows how to get around. He scored both times he's been on.
I know we've shouted out his accolades every time he's been at bat, but an impressive one, the freshman of the year. Ball's loose down the line. 3 will not get that. Catcher tried to pitch that to first. Wilson gets back in time.
Yeah, he has a perfectly executed bunt there. Wilson, when you draw up, a leadoff hitter, number 36, is what you want to draw up. Somebody who plays really good defense, aggressive on the base pass, a good base runner, doesn't strike out a whole lot either. And that's Luke Wilson. Check, check, check. .160 at-bats this year. Mr. Wilson struck out 13 times.
Ball skeeters to the turf.
Nolan Kusi, the shortstop, bounced out to first base, reached on the air, and also singled to left.
Two away. Wilson on board at 1 as this one is into the turf.
The tournament's been well attended today in the opening round. Of course, be 4 games tomorrow and 4 games on Thursday, 4 games on Friday, and the championship round will be set for Saturday. All weather dependent.
Two-0. This one skeeters to the turf and 2 on board.
Had to probably hear the crying baby on our crowd mic, and
I was trying to get our cam off to get a shot of the baby, but here's what we're looking at, trying to get a shot of the baby.
Coach Beck and
Coach Beck's face and his eye and the top of his head. Oh, never mind.
He's a tease. He's a tease.
He's a tease, Coach Beck. He wanted us to think we were going to see the baby. And they've given the baby a binky relief. Chop it off.
Hobbin Sefkin had a home run back in the first, single in the second, and was walked in the fourth. He'll hit with 2 outs and runners at first and second. He's able to reach. Frank will hit here in the bottom half of the 5th.
Stood by. Count 1-1, 2 away, 2 on board for the Johnson Royals. We've already seen them rack up the runs with 2 outs on the board.
We had 3 innings this ball game. They scored at least 2 runs.
Stood by for that as well.
I thought he said he could call you tonight.
Oh boy, calling for the balk.
Yeah, so the only way you can go to first base without throwing the baseball, you have to step on the back off the rubber. And Strickland did the bunny hop. And if you do the bunny hop, you have to throw the baseball. And he didn't release the baseball, which that is the proper call of the umpires. That is a balk to allow the runners to advance 90 feet.
Hello.
Hey, ring the bell.
Yeah, ring the bell indeed. That made some noise.
Johnson, DH, he's been swinging the bat extremely well tonight now with 2 balls and 2 strikes to see if he changes his approach ever so slightly to protect himself.
Count even at 2, 2 away. Chopper. How about the base path? Full of bodies.
Four games tomorrow, all on the Southeast Sports Network, starting at 9 a.m.
4 games in the 2025 AAC Baseball Tournament. 4 in the 2025 AAC Softball Tournament. Wall-to-wall coverage all day long. 8 games on SESNSports.com. Our simulcast to the National Sports Broadcast Network, NSBNSports.com. All the Reinhardt games are carried in Cherokee County and Pickens County in North Georgia. They've got about 500,000 subscribers. This is low the walk-em. The bases are loaded with 2 away.
So this inning started off with Taylor being punched out. Omeda Jr. struck out, and then it was an infield single by Luke Wilson.
Second baseman, Braden.
Cussy, he walked, and then Haben Lefskin walked as well. So now you have the bases loaded and 2 out, and then Braden Frank, who's singled, walked, to bounce into a 4-6-3 double play.
2 away with the bases loaded.
It really shows that you cannot relax, and you have to play until the 3 outs. And the Cavs had 2 outs, the first 2 hitters of the inning, and thought they was rolling. Then the infield single, back-to-back walks. Now they're in trouble. Bases juice, and 1 ball, no strikes to the cleanup hitter. The third base umpire, he worked the tournament last year. I recognize him, does an excellent job, communicates with the players, the coaches. He's the crew chief out here tonight.
2 away, bases loaded. Here's the 2-0. Dropping that rock. How about that delivery?
Awesome, thank you. Can you give me a call back and let me know? Okay, thank you, sir. I really appreciate it.
I've heard it's really important.
And she's very appreciative.
Thank you. Here's my phone number, 3-0. Strike 1.
See a lot of kids in attendance tonight, a lot of babies, a lot of infants enjoying a little ball game.
3-1. Choppered foul. Bases will remain loaded. 2 away. Our count, Gary, it's full.
Yeah, with 2 outs, the runners will be on the move with a pitch.
A lot of pressure on Frank and the Royals here. Not that they need to score runs. They're leading 7-0. Bang! Dinger! Trailing to center field, and this will retire the side, much to the relief of the Montreat Cavaliers, who won't see the margin increase in Kingsport.
Welcome to SESN, your ticket to the front row of the sports world, covering local, regional, and national events. We bring the game to you. Feel the excitement of every play, every score, every victory. Get your seat, get on air, and immerse yourself in the heart-pounding action. The Southeast Sports Network, where sports come to life.
In Kingsport, it's 7-0 Johnson Royals, who have flipped to the defensive side of things. Gabriel Schrei, Gary Justice, welcome to the top side of the 6th inning. Cooler than the other side of the pillow.
Kobe Reynolds will toe that rubber for the 6th time. He's only allowed 1 base runner. One hit. He struck out 3. 3 flyouts, 9 groundouts, 51 total pitches, 37 strikes. One.
Got a hold of that. He is headed down the line to 1. And not in time. Great play. Getting that over to the bag at 1. What away.
Yeah, Kusi did a nice job of fielding through the baseball, setting his feet nice, strong throw across the diamond. Very fundamentally sound, this Johnson Royals program. They'll bring up Dawson Bryan, who reached on an air and flew out to center field.
Delivery Skeeters off of the turf. Ball 1, 1 away.
Zuniga was unable to keep that one in front of him. Looks like Reynolds didn't really throw that one, kind of tried to guide that one to the plate and bounce away from the catcher.
Got a hold of this. Play over at 1, in time again. Back-to-back outs on the bag at 1. Hello.
Zeb Marquis has sacrificed bunts and also bounced out 5-3. However, if Zeb Marquis hits the baseball to the shortstop to Nolan Kusi, he will tie a major league record for the amount of putouts in 1 inning.
The center fielder, Zeb Marquis.
What?
So if you have 3 putouts in 1 inning, you will tie a major league record.
I've been awake too long for that joke.
Because there are always 3 outs in the inning. If you get 3 putouts, you'll tie a major league record.
I'm actually sitting down. I'm so tired, and he's telling jokes like that. Look at how pathetic I look.
Kobe Reynolds, nice job, quickly 2 up and 2 down, and continuing to battle this, pound the zone. We're having such a good time.
We're getting slap happy. We've been up so long. Oh my! I'll stand back up. Count even at 1 with 2 away. Dinger to the left side. This stays fair, and he's got a lot of room all the way to the wall. He's down across the bag at 1, headed to scoring position out at 2, where he is safe for the Cavaliers of Montreat. What a strike of the ball. A laser down the line.
Yeah, Reynolds hung the breaking ball inner part of the plate, and Marquis just turned on it. And that's harder than it looks at keeping that baseball fair. A lot of times guys will get in front of that and pull it foul. Marquis drilled the baseball, kept it fair. Gets the Cavaliers in scoring position here with 2 outs, and the third baseman, Morelos. He singled his last time though.
He's 1 for 2. 2 away, 1 on board in scoring position. Reynolds deals for the Royals. It's a ball.
I don't know. I can't see him. I've got him. He's like killing my arm right now.
Look out. A crack of the bat as that goes foul left side.
That one will escape the Hunter Rod Stadium. And
His eyeballs are open. One eyeball is open, one's closed.
Morelos is actually a switch hitter, of course, hitting from the left side and facing Reynolds, the right-handed pitcher.
You ever see the clip of the announcers that scare the kid in the luxury box beside him? Is that a Diamondbacks game? Look out, that one rolls through. Short field, right side. Controlled sent to one. He's safe. Runners on the corners.
That's a situation there, Gabe, where Frank, the second baseman, is playing so deep in right field. And Morelos runs so fast. That's going to be such a tough play. Bring up Justin Austin. He bounced out to the first baseman in the first and popped out to the second baseman in the fourth. My point there, playing so deep in right field with somebody who runs like Morelos, that's a tough play.
Two away, runners on the corners for the Cavaliers. Gets a hold of that. He is in big trouble in left field as this will fly out the side. Johnson Royals, their jerseys remain clean. Their record unblemished on the defensive side, 7-0.
Want to watch your favorite Southeast teams in action? We've got you covered. Stream live games and highlights on YouTube, Twitch, Amazon Fire TV, Stream TV, and more. For all the details, visit our How to Watch page at sesnsports.com. It's your one-stop guide to catching every play, every time, wherever you are. The Southeast Sports Network, bringing the game to you anytime, anywhere. Catch the most thrilling moments from your favorite local teams, only on the Southeast Sports Network. From jaw-dropping touchdowns to game-winning goals, we bring you all the highlights that make the Southeast the heart of sports. Don't miss out. Tune in anytime, anywhere, and relive the action like never before. The action lives on our YouTube channel, but you can watch highlights many different ways by visiting our website. The Southeast Sports Network, where every play matters.
In Kingsport, it's 7-0. Johnson Royals a massive lead. I'm Gabriel Schrei. Gary Justice with me. Bottom side of the inning. Gary, unbelievable performance so far by Johnson.
Playing well offensively, defensively. Kobe Reynolds throwing the baseball well.
Got a hold of that. Center right. And that one pops up back against the chain link. He is rounding the bases. Look out, baby. All the way down into prime scoring position at 3 as he slides in. Unreal. Look at the golf swing, Selly.
Kay Loffer with a triple to right field. Drove. Almost went a little Oppo Taco on that one. One off the wall, got the triple, leadoff triple. Only the second time today the Royals got the leadoff hitter on. It was a big one. I bring up Bryson Schoen, the left fielder. He's doubled, been hit by a pitch, and he's also bounced out to the first baseman.
Well, that's one way to start this side of the inning. Bottom of the 6th, the Royals leading 7-0.
Drove that baseball to right field. That baseball just kept on carrying.
Schoen watches that go by. 2-0.
End up one hopping the Food City sign in right field.
Well, I thought that was about to be a ground rule double. I thought that was going to pop over the fence, and it kind of came right off the top of Food City there. Whoa! A laser shot. Look out, home plate. Here he comes. 8-0 in Kingsport, Tennessee. It's all Johnson Royals on SESN.
Yeah, Johnson is just, they're executing at a next level. There are 3 phases of baseball. You got to be able to hit, you got to be able to pitch, and you got to be able to field. And tonight, the Johnson Royals is doing all of that. I think we might be having a pitching change.
I think we are going to see a pitching change in Kingsport, Tennessee for the Cavaliers of Montreat, who are trailing big in the bottom side of our 6th inning on the Southeast Sports Network. In Kingsport, Tennessee, it's 8-0. The Royals are on fire. Look out on the bag over at 1.
Got a new battery at the Jaden Hughes is the new pitcher. It's his 12th appearance. He's 1-1, 11 2/3 innings. Opponents hitting 277 off the right-hander. And Dean Davis is the new catcher, replacing Bryant. So Hughes will be the 4th hurler of the night for the Cavs.
Held off, play out at 2, slides onto the bag, and he's able to make it in time. So in scoring position for the Royals.
Excellent jump by Bryson Schoen off first base. Got a read off of Hughes and stole that one with ease.
Really hot delivery. That one goes for a ball.
Zuniga will be followed by Braden Taylor. Nobody out here in the bottom half of 6. Got action in both bullpens right now. People tossing.
Two one becomes 2-2 with a strike.
This is a situation here, Gabe, with Kobe Reynolds only has 63 pitches, 63. Maybe depending on what happened this inning, because he got somebody up in the pen right now for Johnson. His day may be done, so they could bring him back later in the week.
Count even at 2. Fouled off. He'll stay alive. Count remains the same. We've got a runner in scoring position at 2. You can see shown on the right side of your screen.
If he's not sleeping, then he gets and the good thing is both of them sleep. Yeah, they do. They both sleep.
2-2. Whoa! Very tight on the body, and that fills our count. So we'll see a payoff pitch for the Cavs' new man on the mound. Chopper left, this goes foul.
That's all down the front row. We got a puppy dog in attendance tonight as well.
Oh, a dog. I love dogs.
It's a beautiful evening, though.
Hi, dog. Do you think the dog can hear me?
I don't know. I think the dog is occupied right now.
What's it doing? This goes across for the strike, and he'll strike out.
Bringing Braden Taylor. He's bounced out 1-3, walked, and struck out. He's played an excellent defensive third base tonight.
One away, one in scoring position at 2. There's the most important fan, Gary.
Hey, he's all about it right now. He's been playing the entire time.
Love dogs.
You got babies and dogs in that section right there.
It's a very intriguing section.
The baby's not crying because the baby got a bottle and a pacifier and is fast asleep now.
That's your baby and dog update from the Southeast Sports Network in Kingsport, Tennessee.
Top-notch coverage, baby.
I'm telling you. Dinger! Left field wall! Tracking it, and he's got it! What a play in the outfield.
That's Watts out in left field. Did a nice job tracking that baseball to left field. And I thought he was going to crash into the Elm Hill hot dog sign.
I did too. Look out for that hot dog sign.
The right fielder, Eddie Almeida.
Almeida singled and struck out a couple of times.
2 away in Kingsport. That's tight on the body for a ball.
That's one thing I love about minor league ballparks, like the Hunter Wright Stadium. It plays host to the Kingsport Axemen, which is actually a collegiate summer team, but with some Major League Baseball involvement. Is the signs on the wall. I always love going to a minor league ball game and taking in the festivities.
Shout out to minor league baseball GOAT and Pennsylvania broadcasting legend, East Coast broadcasting legend Rob Adams for tuning in and plugging the Waffle House tweet. Love you, Rob. Love Rob. He's a great Well, we've got to get you two hooked up on social. Great guy.
Oh, he's coming back.
2 away, 3-0. Low ball. Send him down the baseline to 1.
That's going to bring up Luke Wilson for the 5th time tonight. He's bounced out 5-3, been hit by a pitch, he's walked, and he's singled.
Have fun on the base path, Olmeda. Luke Wilson. The most decorated freshman in the conference. Big cut, wanted every bit of that. Instead, strike 1.
That's the type of swing you want to have, an 0-0 swing. Something you can drive, and Wilson stayed fundamentally sound and took a big rip at it.
0-1. 2 runners on the base path, 1 in scoring position out of 2. He's right in the center right of your screen, it's shown.
Nolan Kusi waits on deck, and he'll hit if Wilson's able to reach. 8 runs on 10 hits, 1 error for the Johnson Royals tonight.
Count even at 1. Bang! This one floated right field, controlled to retire the side as the Cavaliers prevent any further damage in Kingsport, Tennessee.
The Southeast Sports Network is now on Amazon Fire TV. Now you can download the SESN app and watch on any Amazon-enabled device, such as your Fire Stick. The easiest way to download the app is to go to our website, find the Watch SESN tab, and click Fire TV app. Then just select your device from the list. That's it. Free and easy. Enjoy watching the Southeast Sports Network on your Fire TV, Fire Stick, or Fire Tablet with just a few clicks.
Back in Kingsport, Tennessee, there's the baby. He got it. He got a shot of the baby. There's a batter in the way on deck. Ding! Floated right field. It's foul. Is he safe? No. Could be controlled? Yes. 1 away.
Lifer needs a nice play over first base. Found the baseball down that right field line in foul territory, able to corral it. Kobe Reynolds will toe the rubber for the 7th time tonight. He's allowed 3 hits, struck out 3, 5 flyouts, 11 ground outs, 64 total pitches, 46 strikes. Let's bring up Manny Moore. He struck out, and he's also bounced out 6-3.
Quick, strike 1.
I hope it ain't what he just did. Come on, Manny. Go, Manny. Go, Manny.
Got a hold of that right side. Floated down the foul line. He's gone. 2 away. Oh, baby, what a play in right field.
Almeida Jr. did a nice job in right field of running through the baseball and making the grab. He didn't run to it. He ran through it as that baseball was slicing away from him, made the play. Quickly 2 up, 2 down here in the top half of the 7th. We're going to have a pinch hitter for Tommy Ramos.
Pinch hitting for Montreat, number 13, Richard Matos de la Cruz.
Richard Montos de la Cruz will hit 205 on the season, 3 home runs, 13 RBIs.
Two away already. One 0. Big cut count even at 1.
I think the folks down here in the front row making claims the baby has done something. Nobody wants to make claim what needs to be done. I think diaper change is upcoming.
I'd like to invoke my Fifth Amendment right to silence based on the grounds that a response may tend to incriminate me. Did you like that? That's a pretty good joke.
That's smooth.
Thank you.
That's quick.
I
too.
really like mob movies, so I've heard that a few times.
Once or twice?
Once or twice. I'm actually obsessed with Scorsese's The Irishman. I think it's a great film. Martin, call me. 2-1. Lifted foul. Count even at 2 with 2 away.
Beat De La Cruz, and if he's able to reach the first baseman, Jason Fuelport will hit.
Got a hold of that. It stays fair. He's going to be in trouble. Play coming over at 1 in time. Goodbye. The Johnson Royals quickly turn the side in Kingsport, Tennessee.
Stay connected with the Appalachian Athletic Conference and the Southeast Sports Network all season long. Follow along on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and X for the latest scores, highlights, and exclusive content. Don't miss a moment. Visit their websites and get connected today.
Back in Kingsport, Tennessee. Glad you're with us. Gabriel Schrei, Gary Justice with me. Just leading off the bottom side of the 7th inning. Gary, what a banger of a performance by the Royals.
Yeah, all 3 phases, offense, defense, pitching. Nolan Kusi will lead things off here in the bottom half of the 7th.
Floated, controlled in center field, and he'll be sent back to the dugout.
Zeb Marquis did a nice job of tracking that baseball, making the shoestring grab. He had a nice defensive night for the Montreat Cavaliers. Hobus Siefken will now hit. He's homered, singled, and walked twice.
Hoban Siefken will try to keep things going for the Royals, who have been unstoppable today as this rattles off. Hopefully he's all right.
Hobus Siefken was, I think, trying to hit his second home run, but not on that swing. As the baseball ricocheted foul off the umpire. Nice job by Mr. Davis behind the plate to check on the umpire. Been impressed with Johnson tonight with 2 outs. They're 7 of 13. Talk about extending innings. Great job with runners on, 4 for 14.
With one away, the 0-2. Ball one.
Braden Frank waits on deck.
Popped up. Danger for the Royals. 2 away.
Quickly 2 up, 2 down. The Royals have only had 1 inning. Check that. They've yet to have an inning where they went up 1, 2, 3 down. Be Frank of being K. DeLoffer will hit after him. Frank singled, walked, bounced into a 4-6-3, and flew out to center field. Hughes is towing the rubber for the second time tonight for the Cavs. Jaden Hughes done a nice job in relief.
With 2 away, 2-0. A dinger goes and drops a little bloop into right field as he's across the bag at 1 and on board. Great swing of the bat by Frank as he's 2 for 4.
We just talked about how they were 7 of 13 with 2 outs. Now they're 8 of 14. Keeping innings going. K. Loffer single, flew out to center. He's doubled and tripled. That means if he has a home run, Gabe, that is called hitting for the cycle.
He's looking for the cycle already. That's crazy. First game of the tournament. I'd love to see a cycle. I've never seen a cycle in person.
I've seen a couple in person. I've seen the ultimate cycle.
What's the ultimate cycle? What is that?
A home run cycle. I've seen a young man hit a solo home run, a two-run home run, a 3-run home run, and a grand slam in one game.
It seems illegal.
He was a young man. His name was Brian Lowe.
2 away, 1-1. Chopper right up the middle. Look out, ump. This one rattles into the outfield. Here we go, rounding the base path, headed down into prime scoring position at 3. He's safe. What a play. Runners on the corners in Kingsport, Tennessee.
Back-to-back base hits with 2 outs. Again, 9 for 15 with 2 outs, keeping innings alive, extending those as much as possible, creating more scoring opportunities. Now the left fielder Bryson Schoen will hit. He's doubled, singled, been hit by a pitch, and he's also bounced out to the first baseman. If he's able to reach, Alfonso Zuniga will hit in the bottom half of the 7th.
Loop. Look out.
Oh, wow. Talking about getting around on a baseball. Schoen almost hit that baseball directly behind him. He's a little early for dinner.
Popped up. This could retire the side. Controlled. Say goodbye to this half inning. It is 8-0 Johnson Royals.
The Southeast Sports Network is now on Amazon Fire TV. Now you can download the SESN app and watch on any Amazon-enabled device, such as your Fire Stick. The easiest way to download the app is to go to our website, find the Watch SESN tab, and click Fire TV app. Then just select your device from the list. That's it. Free and easy. Enjoy watching the Southeast Sports Network on your Fire TV, Fire Stick, or Fire tablet with just a few clicks.
Kingsport is more than just a stop, it's a destination. From family fun at Bays Mountain Park to championship golf, arts, and local events, there's something here for everyone. Ready to experience Southern hospitality at its finest? Plan your visit today and see why Kingsport is the perfect place to relax, explore, and make unforgettable memories. Visit kingsport.com. Your adventure starts here.
Tennessee, 8-0 Johnson Royals. They are cooking with gas. Gabriel Schrei, my good friend Gary Justice with me. Southeast Sports Network College Baseball. How about it? What a night.
It's been a great night of baseball here, especially if you're a Royals fan. They've played some clean baseball tonight. Have executed the highest level, and Kobe Reynolds dots and done. 7 innings pitched, 3 hits, 3 strikeouts, 6 flyouts, 12 groundouts through 71 pitches, 51 for strikes. Young man was shoving tonight. Nathan Hoffman will be the new pitcher. Hoffman, 5.55 ERA, his 14th appearance, 3 wins, 2 losses. Got a complete game, 35 2/3 innings. 30 punch outs, opponents hitting .375 off the right-hander.
Now batting number 39, Brett Pitzer.
The laser.
Yeah, we got a pinch hitter here for Fuelport. Brett Pitzer is the hitter. 190 on the season, a home run, 1 RBI.
Got a hold of that. To the right side, cut down on the bag over at 1.
So fundamentally sound, the Johnson Royals. Staying locked in. Baseball's on the right side. The pitcher is covering the bag. Well-coached baseball team. He'll bring up Caden.
Number 6, Devin Smith.
We have a pinch hitter for Ethiopia. It'll be Devin Smith. Smith on the season, 280, 3 home runs, 14 RBIs.
They could certainly use some production out of him. Got a hold of it immediately. This one floated back, and he's headed down the line to 1, but it's controlled. He's back to the dugout.
So 15 will hit for Dawson Bryant. So Dean Davis will hit. He's the substitute a couple innings ago defensively for Dawson Bryant.
2 away. This goes low, a little bit outside.
302 batting average, 2 home runs, 10 RBIs for Mr. Davis.
Watch that sail by. It paints the corner to even our count at 1.
Tried the off-speed pitch inside, a little low and in. Run's got 2 balls and a strike.
Delivery's a little low. Ball 3. Just a little low.
Trailing this one by 8-0. You're running out of outs. You're down to 3, 4 outs. This ball game's done. So if you're going to get something going, Try them out to come back against the Royals tonight.
Davis awaiting the 3-1 to be delivered by Hoffman. Top of the 8th with 2 away. Yikes, strike 2, our count is full.
Nice job of Zuniga to hold on to that one.
Got a piece of that, fouled off. He'll stay alive with a full count.
So the AAC changed the baseball tournament format this year. All straight double elimination for everybody.
Punched him out. How about them Johnson Royals?
Welcome to SESN, your ticket to the front row of the sports world, covering local, regional, and national events. We bring the game to you. Feel the excitement of every play, every score, every victory. Get your seat, get on air, and immerse yourself in the heart-pounding action. The Southeast Sports Network, where sports come to life.
In Kingsport, Tennessee, it's 8-0. If you were with us earlier, you might have seen this already. I know we've got some AAC heads and NAIA ball and some big NAIA baseball fans along with us all day long. A flashback, just recently, the sand volleyball tournament, the national championship claimed by surprise Arizona. OUAZ, the Spirit took it. You know, they had the biggest logo on a turf field in the country when AstroTurf put their football field in about 8 years ago. It's in the middle of the desert. It's a beautiful campus and great facilities. Love everyone out there. Congratulations to the OUAZ Spirit. To learn more about the baseball tournament, the softball tournament, and, of course, sand volleyball, visit NAIA.org.
The fifth hurler tonight for the Cavaliers will be Donovan Parker, his 12th appearance, a 6.55 ERA. 11 innings pitched. Opponent's hitting .340 off the right-hander. Be 7, 8, 9 due up for the Royals. Zuniga, Taylor, Almeida.
Oh, no, there's 2 dogs.
3 dogs.
3 dogs. We've got 3 dogs in Kingsport. Fouled off. Look at all those. You can hear the dog on the crowd mic.
Yeah, you have 1 young pup and 2 older dogs.
Look at all those dogs.
Not anytime soon. So his dad does tree work. So basically working on this stuff.
3 dogs. It is a hairy affair. No one's having more fun than the three dogs. And the baby, who's awake. This one choppered across, play over at one in time. He's cut down, one away.
Ethier with a nice 6'3" put out. He's able to fill the base block cleanly. Set his feet, throw it across the diamond. I'll bring up Braden Taylor, the third baseman. He's walked, struck out, flew out, and lined out. He's played a heck of a third base, not defensively. Be Taylor, then Olmeda Jr. First pitch misses outside, 1 ball, no strikes. That one missed outside as well.
Yes, it was the call that, or not, that I can get them, but it won't let me answer it.
2-0.
Yeah, like I can answer it, it just doesn't say anything. Like, this is what everybody else can.
Fastball caught the outside corner, 2 balls and a strike.
That is a loud dog.
It's a very excited dog.
And a baby. 2-1 becomes an even count of 2 with 1 away. I'm a little overstimulated by the 3 dogs and the baby. That's a lot for me. It's a lot of action in the front row. 2-2. Outside, our count is full in Kingsport.
We'll have a pinch hitter for Olmeda Jr. There's 3 balls and 2 strikes for Braden Taylor.
Now from the mound, the payoff pitch. Choppered across the top. It's going to be controlled and sent to 1. This is in time.
Manny Moore with a nice play going to his right and throwing back to first base to get the put out. Score that one 4-3 at home. This will bring up Isaac Lawson. He'll be the pinch hitter. .190 on the season. Home run, 2 RBIs. Swung on, fouled off.
Now batting for Johnson, number 35, Isaac Lawson.
Get an opportunity to see Isaac in his first plate appearance of the night. Oh, 1. Pitch almost hit him. If he's able to reach, and then Luke Wilson will hit. Swung on, hit past the diving shortstop, Ethier. Isaac Lawson give him a pinch hit single. I'll bring up Luke Wilson. This will be his 6th plate appearance of the night. He's bounced out, been hit by a pitch, walked, singled, and lined out. Runners on the move. The throw will not be in time. Now Lawson will be in scoring position. Lee Wilson, if he's able to reach in the Nolan Kusi, will hit. Outside corner, strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes. We talked about Luke Wilson's only struck out 14 times all year. Closing in on 180 at bats. And the dirt get past Davis. It's going to allow Lawson to advance. Third base. One ball and two strikes on the center fielder for the Johnson University Royals. Swung on to the second baseman, Manny Moore. And they will retire him on the line out. And we'll go to the top half of the ninth inning. And due up for the Cavs, it'll be 2, 3, 4, Marquis, Morelos, and Austin. You're watching college baseball on the Southeast Sports Network.
Stay connected with Visit Kingsport and the Southeast Sports Network all season long. Follow along on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and X for the latest updates, highlights, and exclusive content. Don't miss a moment. Visit their websites and get connected today.
Leading off, the center fielders.
The Royals. Lady Royals. On hand, having fun. Glad they're with us. I'm glad you're with us. Gabriel Schrei, Gary Justice. We're in the late stages of day one of the 2025 AAC baseball tournament. The top side of the ninth inning opening right now between the Royals and Cavaliers.
Nathan Hoffman will toe the rubber for the second time today, and his one inning pretty clean. No hits, no base runners. Had one strikeout, one fly out, one ground out. Through 12 pitches, 8 strikes. He's facing Zeb Marquis. He's got a sacked bunt, bounced out 5-3. He's doubled to center field. Thought Marquis done a nice job in the patrolling center field tonight for the Cavaliers. One of the best in the business.
1-2. Yikes. Count even at 2. So this is it for the Cavaliers to stay out of the losers bracket. It would be one of the most miraculous comebacks in tournament history, conference history, and NAI postseason history as we get our first punch out of the top side of the ninth.
Start looking for positives for Montreat. The last 4 innings, they only allowed 1 run. Against an offense like the Johnson Royals, they got that's nice adjustments from the Montreat Cavalier pitching staff. Morelos, he's doubled and singled tonight.
We'll return on the Southeast Sports Network at 9 a.m. tomorrow, and our coverage of the softball venue, Brickyard Park, will resume at 11 a.m. We'll have 4 games of softball coverage tomorrow, 4 games of baseball coverage. Gary Justice and I will return here at Hunter Wright Stadium. Deshaun Bullock, Jeff Campbell with you at Brickyard Park.
Yeah, so the 9 a.m. game was already been decided. The Columbia International will be taking on Bluefield at 9 o'clock in the morning. That'll be an elimination game.
2-0. 3 balls now for the Royals man on the mound.
Then the 12 p.m. game has already been decided to be Reinhardt and University of Pikeville at noon.
Hoffman sends him packing. He'll go down the base path and take his place on the bag at 1. Morales followed by Austin in the batting order.
This will be number 16 pinch hitting. Daniel Wagner, 171 on the season, drove in 3.
Ball 1, that's very close. Had to step back. Good call on the pinch hitter. Austin is off. Someone in the crowd shouted, "That's not Justin Austin." That's funny. Great public address announcing today from our friend.
Oh, can't beat him.
The Flood of 77. Longtime friend of ours. 1-0. Count rises to 2-0. I hear dogs moving around in the front row. 1 away, 1 on board, 2-0. Strike 1.
Yeah, nice job hitting that outside corner. Hoffman's coming in and getting some bullpen work this week. Normally one of the starters for the Royals. Yeah, typically, Gabe, when you miss high and inside like that, the stride length's off a little bit. If Nathan can extend that stride length just a little bit more, it brings that arm angle down ever so slightly.
But welcome, 2 on board for the Cavaliers with 1 away.
Yes, that's back-to-back 3 passes. Going to have a visit to the mound. I believe that's what the pitching coach is going to tell him as well. As right now, Nathan he's battling with his mechanics and the stride length to the plate. If you overstride or you're basically going too long, then you'll end up throwing the baseball into the ground. If you go too short, you end up throwing the baseball high. You really got to have a nice gather and then go. A nice consistent stride length every single time to find that release point. Sometimes a quick reminder from the pitching coach is all you need. Got runners on first and second with 1 out. And Nathan Hoffman would love to hope the old double play ball if he could to end this one.
Top of the 9th in Kingsport. 2 on board, 1 away. Really tight. Able to control that and get the strike. Paints the inside of that strike zone.
This is left fielder Blake Watts. He struck out twice and popped out to the first baseman.
Banger. Controlled.
Yeah, it was right off of Hoffman. You go check on him, make sure he's okay. That line right back at him. I think he said he got him on the glove. He seems to be okay. So they'll get the out of second base. Watts will reach on the fielder's choice. So runners at first and third and 2 out.
So the bases are loaded with 2 away.
Moore's 0 for 3 on the night. Strikeout, a bounce out, and a fly out.
Yeah, scratch that. I don't know why I said that. 2 away. The bases are not loaded. Runners on the corners. It's old. What? I'm tired. Dinger coming home for the Cavs. They'll get their first run of the game in the top of the 9th. but it's wiped away as that retires us. A third out, ends the top of the ninth, and ends the game. As the Royals looked great all throughout this, they finished 8-0 their victory in dominant fashion in Kingsport.
Yeah, pitching, hitting, and defense. Pitching, Kobe Reynolds, 7 clean innings. Nathan Hoffman looked good. Able to extend innings, 9 for 15, hitting with 2 outs, and played clean defensively. Johnson Royals picked up a 34th win, school record for the wins. They're going to be a tough out this week here in Kingsport.
They indeed will be a tough out this week in Kingsport. We will have plenty of broadcast coverage tomorrow. 8 games. We plugged it a few times for softball, for baseball. Mr. Gary Justice, final thoughts on this performance and tomorrow before we send folks on their way for the night.
Well, if you're a baseball team watching, what's the recipe for success? Look for the team in blue. Pitch the baseball, hit the baseball, and catch the baseball. You'll win a lot of baseball games, and that's exactly what the Johnson Royals did tonight.
For Gary Justice, our entire crew, all of the fans, the Royals, and, of course, the Cavaliers, I'm Gabriel Schrei saying so long from Kingsport, Tennessee. All games and events airing on our networks are broadcast live in our copyright material. Today's game will be archived and available replay inside of the app or platform where you viewed it. This has been a presentation of the Southeast Sports Network. 8-0, your final score. The Johnson Royals advance in the winner's bracket.
Southeast teams in action? We've got you covered. Stream live games and highlights on YouTube, Twitch, Amazon Fire TV, Stream TV, and more. For all the details, visit our How to Watch page at sesnsports.com. It's your one-stop guide to catching every play, every time, wherever you are. The Southeast Sports Network, bringing the game to you anytime, anywhere. Catch the most thrilling moments from your favorite local teams, only on the Southeast Sports Network. From jaw-dropping touchdowns to game-winning goals, we bring you all the highlights that make the Southeast the heart of sports. Don't miss out. Tune in anytime, anywhere, and relive the action like never before. The action lives on our YouTube channel, but you can watch highlights many different ways by visiting our website. The Southeast Sports Network, where every play matters.
The story of the United States has been written for centuries. Penned by millions of authors, written in every language, from every perspective. With every chapter as unique as our people and our land. Our story is one made up of many. Find yours in the USA.
rhythmic sound of more than 500 cascading waterfalls, the endless echo of more than 10,000 caves, the serene silence of 1,000 miles of wilderness trails. The next time someone tells you to get lost, consider it an opportunity. Your vacation is now playing in Tennessee.
LLC. Unauthorized use, sale, or redistribution of this media in any form is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of Shry Media. Radio and television mediums are encouraged to reach out. Thank you for tuning in.